What's going on, everyone? Tanner here, and we did it. We got to 100,000 subscribers, and I say we because obviously I couldn't have done this without each and every one of you guys. And like I always say at the end of my videos, as always, I appreciate you guys. I thank you for watching. So as always, I appreciate you guys and I thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate you guys and I thank you for watching. That's right, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I truly do mean it, even though it can come across as scripted, because none of this would be possible without each and every one of you guys continuing to support me and back the things that I do. Sure, 100,000 is just a number and YouTube is just YouTube, but really this means a lot more to me than you guys truly could understand without us going back to the past. So let's go back about 20 years.
That's Roy. He's sitting in his hole getting ready to hibernate. 2 thumbs up. He's probably gonna fall asleep soon. Just like he always does. He's sitting in his moss, having a good time. That's our new Dumpy Whites. We never named her. Oh my gosh, she wants that. She wants that Pinky Mice.
So that's pretty much whenever this whole video endeavor began. I was about 6-7 years old there. That would have made my brother about 10, 11, and my mom bought this video camera. Me and my brother quickly claimed it for ourselves and started filming our animals and just various different skits and whatnot, and just had a great time doing it. And obviously when you're a kid, you're just kind of oozing with creativity and just a desire or a need to have to make stuff, to do things. And honestly, I think that's something that's really just stuck with me my entire life. Along with the video camera, we always had disposable film cameras. And for those of you who are too young to know what that is, basically you'd have a little camera, take a bunch of pictures on it, take it to the store after you used up all of the film. They'd develop the film and you'd get all your pictures back and you'd have to buy another camera. Trust me, I was always taking pictures with it, taking videos, so this whole thing, it started at a very young age. As I grew older and technology developed, eventually the digital camera came on the scene. From there, I got my first job at the age of 14, and I worked my butt off and eventually saved up enough money to get my very first digital camera. And this is it right here. Right around the same time, YouTube came on the scene, and I made my first YouTube account in 2006. After having an account for a little while, my friends and I started making just some simple, goofy videos, and really it goes back to me and my brother, where we just had a great time making these videos just for the sake of creating videos. A few years later, the whole dynamic of my YouTube career changed. It kind of went full circle and I began making videos of my animals again. Only this time around it was just me. And it just so happened that right around the same time that I got Dean here, that was when it happened. So I'll show you a few clips of my early YouTube days.
This here is my blotched king snake, Houdini. He is eating a fuzzy mouse right now. I just made this tank for him. It's on a, see, it has a door like that. And there's 3 tanks in it all together. Alright, that's Houdini for you. This is an old frog. He is 7 years old. I've had him since I was a little kid. There you go.
I was never really consistent with uploading on that channel, but I did upload videos here and there, and I actually got a decent amount of traction on some videos. I never really got a subscriber base or people that consistently watched my videos, but over time I did get a relatively decent amount of views on some of those videos. At some time within that period, my trusty PowerShot finally kicked the bucket, and it was time for me to get a new camera. So I really wanted a DSLR, but I didn't have that kind of money at the time, so I settled and I got a Kodak EasyShare. Now this is probably the worst camera that I've ever owned, and I would never have recommended it to anyone after having it for a little while, but it served its purpose for a decent amount of time. I was able to film some good videos with it, and really I kept my YouTube career going off and on with this camera until eventually getting the one I'm filming with right now. After having this camera for a little while, we'll jump forward to 2013, which is whenever I started the Serpa Design channel. I was in college at the time going for graphic design, so I decided, hey, I'll name the channel Serpa Design because it's my last name, and design, it works. And plus, design is kind of an inclusive term. It can kind of encompass all of the things that I do, so naturalistic vivarium designs, later terrarium designs, and also artwork, all of that sort of thing. So I just thought it was a good fit, and it's stuck ever since. During my college days, I was partying it up and not really taking YouTube too seriously, but as I got later in college, I kind of started cleaning up my act a little bit, and that's whenever I eventually got a new setup for my snapping turtle, and that's the one that you see right here. Now, she passed away a few years back, unfortunately, but this tank is very important to the progression of my YouTube channel, and here's why. Now, once I got the tank, I only got the tank. I could have bought the stand too, but it was too expensive, and I was always into DIY. As you saw some of my previous videos, I've been doing DIY since I was like, pretty much since I could speak. I've always been doing things myself, and when it came time to make the stand itself, I did what anyone would do, and I searched DIY aquarium stand on YouTube, and I came across the King of DIY stand and canopy videos. Now, I followed those videos pretty much verbatim in order to make the frame for the aquarium stand, and then I kind of decorated it all my own. In doing that setup for my snapping turtle, I made the Housing the Beast video, and from there I actually did intend on taking YouTube seriously, but unfortunately the time just wasn't right. That was somewhat of a transitional period in my life. I had to do a lot of soul searching and really just kind of find myself, and unfortunately YouTube just wasn't in the equation at that time. The last video that I uploaded during that era was How to Terrarium Episode 1, How to Make a Succulent Terrarium, and really from then on I kind of went on a 2-year hiatus on YouTube, and eventually I returned. Before we can move on with this story, I have to backtrack a little bit for the next part to make sense. So all throughout middle school and high school I was keeping aquarium fish, but once I got into college I just thought it was going to be too much work to maintain them and school and all that, so unfortunately I got rid of them. Long story short, I started keeping fish again, and they had to go in this 90-gallon behind me. Now, the seal on this tank was shot. I had to reseal it, so I filmed the entire process, but I never uploaded the video about it because, as I said, I was in a transitional period in my life, so YouTube just wasn't on the plate at the time. After soul searching for a few years, eventually I circled back to my YouTube channel to find that I was actually getting some decent traction on a few of my videos. The vivarium setup, it had about 20,000, I think. The Housing the Beast setup had about 1,000. And then the How to Terrarium Episode 1, that had about 8,000 or 6,000, something like that. So I was really like, hey, maybe I should start up on YouTube again. And I remembered that I had the video on resealing this aquarium. So I edited the video and got it out. After getting that video up, a lot of people were excited to see me back on YouTube. So I was like, wow, maybe I actually do need to take this seriously. So one of the first places that I went was Google Plus, because I was kind of seeing what the whole deal was with Google Plus, because I never really used it before, to find that the King of DIY had followed me on Google Plus. And I was like, whoa, that guy, he followed me? He must have seen my Housing the Beast video. So I went back to YouTube and I subscribed to him, because I actually wasn't subscribed to him at the time. And I guess it's kind of ironic because I did just upload the aquarium video, but from then on, I started watching his videos. Previously, I hadn't watched any of his videos other than the standard canopy video, and pretty much I just got what I needed from those videos. I credited him, of course, and then that was it. I never really explored his channel at all. However, after watching it for a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, it was almost like contagious. I was like, hey, if this guy's making it happen with aquariums and stuff, why can't I make it happen with what I want to do? So I rebooted How to Terrarium, and I started with How to Terrarium Episode 2, the closed terrarium, and from there, it's history. When I say the video for this terrarium was history, I mean it. I uploaded this video and I didn't go back to my channel for about a week. I circled back and this video had almost 10,000 views. And I mean, for my channel at the time, that was unprecedented. I was like, what the heck is going on? I need to take YouTube seriously. This is meant to be. And pretty much ever since then, I've uploaded a video every week. So from then on, something miraculous happened. I actually started to take YouTube seriously. I started uploading on a consistent schedule. I started putting in the work to make quality videos, and I even made a lot of sacrifices early on to make things happen. Before I get into all of this though, I want to play another clip that I came across when I was looking for some old footage to really kind of sum this video up.
This is one of the most greatest creations I've ever made. I think it's really cool. And then the water's for the piranha. And then I've been working for about at least 30 minutes on it, maybe even more, but I don't know.
So although that was just a goofy clip of me as a kid playing in the sand, I said some really profound things, and that was, this is my most greatest creation ever, and just really my overall demeanor about it. I was truly excited about the thing that I made. I felt like I put in a lot of hard work, and I enjoyed it. And really, that's what I want you to take away from this entire video. If you want to start on YouTube, you got to understand that, yeah, although there is a barrier to make money, like you can only make money after the 1,000 mark, YouTube wasn't about that originally. There was no possible way to make money on YouTube, and that was like back when I started in 2006. No one was making money on YouTube, but they were making videos because they enjoyed making videos. So whether you want to paint a picture or make an aquarium or make a terrarium or start a YouTube channel, you got to actually enjoy what you're doing, so that way it's productive for you, it's productive for other people as well, and you'll actually gain enrichment from the things that you're doing. So that kind of segues into the final thing that I want to say, and that's really, what is the mission of Serpa Design? What do I want to do with this platform moving forward? You know, obviously, can we get to 1 million? I don't know. I never thought I'd get to 100,000, but part of me thinks, hey, it might actually be possible to get to 1 million and upwards. Honestly, I don't have any expectation moving forward, and I didn't back then either, but here we are today. What I want to do with this platform really is to just kind of inspire you to pursue your dreams, whatever they may be. Just make something of your life. And, you know, obviously I show you how to make terrariums and vivariums and that sort of thing, because that's what I like to do. That's what I want to pursue. But if watching a video about a terrarium and you never make a terrarium, yet it inspires you to do whatever it is that you want to do, that's honestly, I've been successful in this YouTube channel if that's what happened. Even if you only watched one of my videos and you never tuned in again, to some degree, that was a success for me because it did something for you. And really, that's kind of what I want to do. I want to be impactful on people, because it's a strange thing. Like, people are actually watching my videos, reacting to them, and taking something from them, and I want to be a positive influence on you guys. I don't want to be like the rest of the world and just feed this negativity that we got going on right now. I really just want to be positive and just inspire you to do whatever it is that you want to do. In line with that, I got to give a special thanks to Joey, because he did inspire me to pursue my dreams to some capacity. So whether he watches my videos or not, I don't really care. Whether he likes me or not, I don't really care about that either. But I got to thank you, man, because if it wasn't for watching your videos and whatnot, I would not have been inspired to do the things that I'm doing right now, or really be where I'm at. And mind you, that was before he started saying that his gallery was for inspiration or any of that, because he didn't even have 200,000 subscribers at the time. He was big for what he's doing, but not who he is today. So I appreciate it, man. I also have to give the biggest thanks possible to my family, my loved ones. Throughout my entire life, they've always just supported me in whatsoever it was that I did. And had I not had an upbringing like that, I know I wouldn't be who I am today. And just, I'm so appreciative that they let me pursue my passions, because it takes a burden financially, it takes a burden on space, and just there's so many other things to it that they have to sacrifice as well for me to pursue my dreams. I also got to thank my brother specifically, because had it not been for his influence, I know I wouldn't be who I am today, because he was always interested in animals, art, all that sort of thing. And when I was younger, I always aspired to be like my brother. And even to this day, me and my brother are super tight, but like I said, if it wasn't for his influence, I know I wouldn't be who I am today. And then finally is my fiance, the love of my life. I mean, she has just been so good to me throughout this entire process. She's really cool with me about keeping the animals because she knows they've been around before she was and that they are a crucial part of my life. They pretty much are one of the only constants of my entire life are my animals, and she understands that and is really cool about it. And she also is just very supportive of me doing YouTube, and so really I couldn't ask for somebody better to spend my life with. And finally, I thank each and every one of you who continues to support me, who likes my videos, who comments, shares, subscribes to my channel, what have you. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I know I would not be where I am today had it not been for you guys. And I'm so appreciative. Like, in hopefully me explaining this entire journey, it kind of puts it into perspective a little bit at the end of the video when I say, as always, I appreciate you guys and I thank you for watching. And again, I can put in all the hard work in the world. I can make the craziest projects I possibly could. I can make the most informative content I possibly could, and so on. But if no one's watching it, I'm a nobody on here. So I appreciate you guys for just getting me this far. And how far can we get? I do not know, but I don't have an expectation, so let's keep it going. Also, I'm pretty active on Instagram. I'm posting pictures of my setups, my animals, project sneak peeks, inspirational stuff. Really, you're just getting a lot of content on there that you're not getting here on YouTube. So if you wouldn't mind pulling up your phone real quick, typing in Serpa Design, and giving me a follow on Instagram, I'd greatly appreciate it, but you definitely don't have to. But I'm going to end the video there. As always, I appreciate you guys. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.